Hello friends, myself Sachin Kumar. In this video, we are going to discuss about Bell-Manford algorithm. This algorithm is used for shortest path problem. Basically, this algorithm is used for single source shortest path problem. Single source shortest path problem means here we have single source and destination may be multiple. And in this algorithm, negative bits are allowed. I mean, whatever the negative bits we can manage in this algorithm. And if we talk about Dijkstra algorithm, then Dijkstra algorithm is failed in negative bits. Further here we have say n number of vertices. Then we need here, say we have here n number of vertices. Then we need here n minus 1 steps. Because in n minus 1 steps, we can draw n minus 1 number of edges. And if we have n minus number of edges, then we can reach from any vertex to all remaining vertices. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe the channel. Also like, share and comment the video. If we talk about the detailed working of Bell-Manford algorithm, then this algorithm is based on the concept of adjacent nodes or neighbors nodes. Information is exchanged with neighbor nodes at each step and neighbor updates the distances accordingly. We have to repeat the process n minus 1 times as we have here total n number of vertices. After executing n minus 1 steps, our result is in shortest path. If we talk about the example, this example is given. Here S is our source and all remaining nodes may be here our destination. Initially, S does not know the distances to all remaining nodes. Therefore, we have marked infinity to all remaining nodes. I mean S2A, we have marked infinity. S2B, we have marked infinity. S2C, we have marked infinity. All the distances from S to all remaining nodes, we have marked infinity. S2S distance is 0. I mean from same node to same node, distance is always 0. If we talk about here step 1, in the step 1, node S exchange the information with its neighbors nodes. Neighbors are here A and G. Therefore, distance from S to A is 10. We have marked 10 on the red color, and S to Z distance is 8. We have used for the red color. Red color means here now we have to work on the adjacent nodes. We have to work on A and G. If we are working on A and G, then neighbors of A are say A to E and neighbors of G is F. If we talk about A, then S to A distance is 10 and A to E distance is 2. Therefore, S to E via A distance will be 12. 10 plus 2, 12. And similarly here, S to F distance will be 8 plus 1, 9. We have marked these distances in step 2. I mean, we have marked 12, we have marked 9 accordingly. Now these are here our next neighbors nodes. Next, in the next step 2, we have to work out on node F and node E, and we have here further marked red color. If we talk about vertex F, then vertex F, say F neighbors is here A. F to A distance is minus 4 and S to F distance is 9. 9 minus 4, it will be here our value 5. And similarly here F to E, 9 minus 1, distance will be here 8. And similarly E to B, distance will be 12 minus 2. This will be here 10. In the step 3rd, we have mentioned here this value is 8, this is here 5, this is here 10. Now here we have here node A. We have to work out on node A. We have marked here red color. Similarly, we have to work out on node B. Further, we have marked red color. We have to work out on node E. Further, we have marked red color. So here E to B distance is minus 2. Therefore, S2B distance will be 8 minus 2, 6. Similarly here, FA2E 5 plus 2 distance will be here 7. I mean S2E by A distance will be 7. And when we talk about B, then 10 plus 1 11. I mean distance from S to C will be here 11. In the step 4, we have marked B as C, C as 11 and E as 7. Now we have to work it out on node B, node C and node E. E to B distance is minus 2. Therefore S to B distance will be 7 minus 2 will 5. Further, S to B distance is 6. 6 plus 1 it will be here 7. And C to D distance is 3. Therefore S to D distance will be 11 plus 3 14. We have marked these distances. 5, 7 and 14 have been marked. Now further B, C and D are the red color. Therefore we have to work out on B, C and D. B to C distance is 1. Therefore S to C distance will be here 6 and C to D distance is 3 and S to D distance will be 7 plus 3 10. And similarly here S to E distance will be via D 14 minus 1 13. Already previous value is 7, therefore it will not change. After executing step 5, our result is now C6, D10. Here C marked further as a red color and D marked here further red color. Now we have to work out on this particular C and D, and say C to D distance is 3. Therefore S to D distance will be 6 plus 3 9. And when we talk about S to E by D distance will be 10 minus 1, it will be here 9. 7 is lesser than 9. We are not updating this value, and 6 plus 3 9, this value is updated now. In the step 7 we have updated 9. The total we need here 7 steps, as here we have 8 number of vertices. This is here our final answer after implementing the Bellman-Ford algorithm. In this algorithm, say distance from S to A, this is here 5. Distance from S to B, this is here 5. Distance from S to C, 5 plus 1, this is 6. Distance from S to D, this is here 9. Distance from S to E, this is 7. Distance from S to F, this is 9. Distance from S to G, this is 8. In this way, we have calculated the distance from source S to all remaining nodes. This is here single source shortest path problem. Source is single and destination may be multiple. In this way, we have find out the solution. Thanking you.